Effective training is a balancing act. It needs to properly educate the viewer on the subject at hand, yet it must also be engaging so that employees remember what they learned. Training that's easy to comprehend is just as important as the information itself. After all, it doesn't matter if you include all the necessary topics if it was too complex to even follow. Programs need to be interactive to help viewers retain the information so they don't violate the laws. Now that you know the importance of balancing the content and teaching methods, let's go over some of the required HIPAA training topics. Unfortunately, we can't go over the entire law or you would be here for a long while. That's what your training programs are for anyways. But for the sake of this video, we'll cover the HIPAA Privacy Rule, Security Rule, and Enforcement Rule. Hi everyone, I'm Elia from Tactics, and today I'm going to discuss what HIPAA training should cover. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, hit that alert bell icon so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. In December 2000, the HHS published the HIPAA Privacy Rule. This law establishes national standards to protect patients' medical records and PHI. These standards apply to health plans, healthcare clearinghouses, and healthcare providers that conduct electronic transactions. When it comes to training, employees need to understand what this rule's standards and safeguards are and the rights that a patient has. With comprehensive and engaging training on this topic, staff will know how to protect the patient's rights and avoid a violation of privacy. In February 2003, the HHS published a final HIPAA security rule. This rule establishes national standards to protect electronic protected health information, EPHI. This includes anything created, received, used, or maintained by a covered entity. The security rule requires organizations to use appropriate administrative, physical, and technical safeguards. In this way, these covered entities can ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and security of the EPHI. So again, when implementing training, it must cover the details of those national standards that required safeguards. That way, your team can properly keep data secure. The HIPAA Enforcement Rule went into effect in April of 2003. This rule contains provisions regarding compliance and investigations. It also deals with civil monetary penalties for violations of the HIPAA Administrative Simplification Rules and procedures for hearings. Since the laws are ever-changing, organizations need to stay up to date on this law's provisions. This helps them maintain the best protection for their patients' data. If you'd like to learn more about what your HIPAA training should cover, reach out to Tactics. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.